give it the Swiss. So it's going to maintain this angle relative to me no matter what.
Long time ago. Hi there and welcome back to another FPVguy video. As you know, I'm visiting the NAB 2016 show, and one of the things I've been following the last year is the FOTOKITE. It's an incredibly cool way of doing video from a drone, but you're able to do video legally in areas that you could not normally fly legally in, like where I live in Hollywood. This way here you can actually do real estate video without breaking any laws and without having any problems with flyaways. So this is a very different take on drones and on the freedom of drones, or lack of same. So what I have here is Christopher, and he's gonna walk us through their commercial high-end set right here, and then we're also gonna look at the new Kickstarter consumer drone from FOTOKITE. So Christopher, take it away and tell us about this.
Sure, so the FOTOKITE is based off of its technology, which allows you to do a tethered flying camera system. Now what we do is one professional product that's called the FOTOKITE Pro. We do that for broadcast professionals. It includes 24-hour consistent flight, so it's a persistent eye in the sky. You can plug it into mains power. You can walk around with a big power tool battery connected to it. It also includes a 1080p fully uncompressed video feed coming down over 5.8 gigahertz, which you can send out of the box at broadcast quality. And you can do that over HDMI or HD SDI.
And because it's on a wire, I could stick this up, say at a concert, from one of your audio towers and have an eye in the sky that kind of gives me a concert view.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. So, you know, live concerts or big events, this is a perfect use for it. Video analytics, the Swiss national soccer team uses it to set up on the side of their football pitch and get an entire training session in just one shot.
Wow. Yeah, so it's like, and I also know the military is looking at using these as, what is that called, observers for camps.
So right now we don't sell to the military, just for civilian use.
That must be a different product I heard about. So let's go through, how does this work and what do we got? Let's move the camera a bit here.
Yeah, so the Pro system, it consists of two different parts. The ground station and then the flight system, which is up in the air. What happens is we send power up this line to get 24-hour persistent flight. Okay, right now this is plugged into the wall. It's flying all day from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. without ever taking it down. We also bring down that live HD broadcast quality video feed down to the ground in case you'd like to push that out and stream it live.
So what are you getting out of this 620 by 480?
No, 1080p, fully uncompressed.
Well, because I'm used to dealing with some Chinese companies and they would say broadcast television HD,
no,
and it turns out to be 320 by 240.
This is 100% full HD.
So it's compliant and it can be hooked straight into a truck.
Absolutely. Major broadcasters are currently using this in downtown situations to broadcast live video out of this box.
And that's the next thing here, downtown situations. This can really replace the tower on top of an OB van.
Yeah, so we see this system not as a UAV, but more like a 20-meter or 67-foot jib or a boom that you can carry around in a carry-on case.
Brilliant. And what does this cost me?
So the full kit out of the box, including the GoPro Hero 4 Black Edition, costs $8,000 US.
Okay. That's a little bit more than $350 for, you know, your conventional drone. However, you just got around the flying ban downtown Los Angeles, Hollywood, New York.
Absolutely. So we get that kind of feedback quite a bit about the price of this professional broadcast quality system. And because of that feedback, what we've done is we've gone out and we've released a consumer product that anybody can afford and anybody can fly. And that's called the FOTOKITE FRE. We have our latest prototypes with us right here.
Let's check it out.
Yeah, so it comes in this tube, which you can carry around in a backpack. Super mobile, super compact. There's no GoPro.
How heavy is this?
That's 350 grams flight.
Wow.
Yeah, so including battery, including camera, takeoff weight is 350 grams.
And again, we have the possibility that this, unlike your average Phantom, you can actually fly that downtown Los Angeles.
Yeah, so unlike a traditional UAV, there's no flyaway scenario, and you also have persistent physical intervention or interaction with the system itself.
Like a kite.
Yeah, it flies like a kite.
And if you're running into something, you pull on the string and...
That's absolutely true, just like a kite.
Let's pull it out and see what you got.
Sure. So the cap comes off, we have a leash, and out comes the vehicle itself. The arms unfold, you lock it into place, and you're ready to fly.
Brilliant. Let's see it.
Sure. So you can turn it on. There's a button in the back. You got LEDs up front to tell you that the vehicle is on. You give it a twist and you point it in the direction that you want it to fly. This way, we'll point it off in this direction. The motors will ramp up and off you go.
Well, yeah.
And it holds that angle relative to you, no matter whether you're here or you can walk around with it and be super mobile. We pull this behind bikes, behind skis, behind sleds all the time.
So you could stick this, turn this on and stick it in your belt and go and hit skiing downhill?
Absolutely.
And this just gonna be treading behind you like crazy?
We put this exact system in the hands of a pro skier just 2 weeks ago, and he just zipped right down the mountain with it. It was really fun to watch.
And I'm guessing you got some really awesome video?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
So how much was this again?
So this sells for $349. We're taking pre-sales for it right now and delivering to our very first customers at the end of June.
End of June, brilliant. And of course, end of June, sometimes once these start shipping, I'll go pick one up and we'll get some flight testing for this as well. So I'm gonna have to take your card and talk to you once you have the first one shipped out.
Looking forward to it.
Brilliant. I really like this. Why is there not a 3-axis gimbal on that?
So on the vehicle, on the professional system, we use a 2-axis stabilized gimbal.
Okay.
On the FE itself, we use passive stabilization. With that, we're still able to keep the entire system nice and compact, nice and small, and at a good price point for everybody to be able to pick one up.
Yeah, because you're not. And what kind of flight time do you have here?
The FOTOKITE FE will fly for 15 minutes. 15? That's correct.
It's really perfect.
Thank you.
And now I noticed you're talking about the 2-axis stabilization on the professional one.
That's right.
And you're showing me you can actually yaw that, so once it's up there, you can do a 360 with your video.
Absolutely. You can also do that here with the FOTOKITE FE.
Oh, really?
It's all gesture controlled from the ground, and there's 2 buttons.
So you have a control system in here to do things like that?
Yeah, so you communicate between the leash and the vehicle itself on the FOTOKITE FE over Bluetooth. And so you can give it all sorts of commands like where to fly and where to look.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much. And again,
Absolutely.
this was Christopher at FOTOKITE. I'm Bo Lorentzen, the FPV guy at NAB 2016. So stay tuned for more videos and make sure to subscribe.
Give it the twist. So it's going to